Hey guys, welcome back to Economics and Comics. We have your top 10 new comics to buy. August 31st, New Comic Book Day. It's kind of a slow week, but there are a couple good books, so stick with me. This is going to be a quick video. Alright, sickos, I got a chance to read almost all of these books. If you're new to the channel, please hit that sub button. Do a comment to get entered into the giveaway, and please leave a like. Now, quick heads up. There's been this little scam thing with someone replying. It says, text me on Telegram at economicsandcomics.com to win your prize. That's BS. I've already reported them all. I'm getting a lot of messages about it. I also did a video called Scam Alert on it. So be worried. The only time I give giveaways is this video, and I show you live the winner, and the Thursday FOC live video where you also see the winner live. So if you get any messages like that, just delete them, and sorry about that. I don't know what to do. So let's start off with cover buys. We have House of Slaughter number 8, the body bag variant. I don't know what it looks like yet because I haven't got it. Cradle of Filth number 2, cover A. That cover's dope. Hellcop number 10, cover D, the Virgin. Moon Knight Black, White, and Blood number 4, the variant cover. I think there might be a first appearance in here of called She's Moo. I don't know. Don't care. This is a Lozano cover. And X-Men 14, the Daughterman trading card. Okay, now some of the other covers will be involved in the top 10 this week. At number 10, we have Wonder Girl 2022 Annual number 1. I believe there's some new appearances in there of Alzira, who's also Lula, Jiraki, and Ardira. It just jumps back and forth from the past to the present and so on. It's kind of lost me a little bit, but there's probably some first appearances in there. Number 9 is Variants number 3. The Cola variant's got all the different Jessica Joneses on there. And it's kind of building up to number 4. I just kind of like the cover, and it's a decent story. Kind of. It's a little girly this week. Number 8 is Harley Quinn 2022 Annual number 1. Now, first of all, we got the Zerdy cover, which is absolutely sick. And the Jim Lee homage cover. This is the end of the Tax Force XX deal, and it's kind of boring. But the covers push it to where it needs to be. Number 7 is Power Rangers Unlimited Death Ranger number 1. I don't have this book. A lot of people picked it up. I believe there's going to be a possible first appearance in it, so if you're a Power Ranger person, pick it up if you haven't already. Number 6 is Ant-Man number 2, the Cola variant. Now, there's a funny story in here. We learned that Pym is a Skrull. We also follow Eric O'Grady around. He's got the suit on, and he doesn't understand how it works yet. They kind of talk about that. You see a future Ant-Man in there as well, and some other stuff happens. It's a decent story, and I'm enjoying it so far, so I put it at number 6. Number 5 is Gambit number 2. Now, okay, breakdown. Gambit and Ro are driving, they get in a car crash. Ashaki saves them, or no. Okay, so they get saved by someone called Gabrielle De Castro, okay? While Ro is like hurt, she's like in a coma or something, and she sees Ashake, who's her like great grandma from like whatever. This new appearance of this character called Solars. Solars is lame. He's like a crime boss that's very weak. No power, nothing like that. He's trying to buy up land. But the Warhawk is reintroduced in this book, and he's like his muscle. Okay? That's the story. So there is a couple first appearances, I believe, and it's also building to episode number 3, which you can see Warhawk on the cover. Okay. Number 4. Superman Warlord Apocalypse #1. I like the distressed cover. This is the end of this whole storyline. I'm going to tell you the spoilers. Superman gets his power back, and Krill Ux kills Mongol. Okay? All right. Before we do #3, we are going to do the giveaway. This is how you know it's real. It's picking right here, and I'm going to call it the winner. You can contact me on 2 places: Instagram, private message, or through my store, economicsandcomics.com. Just let me know you won. The winner is Charlie Cash this week. Thank you so much. Way to get in. Comment, and please subscribe. Like if you can lift your finger. So, I'm going to give you a Sandman. I have these stashed, so I'm going to be giving these away here and there. I like to show a lot. It's kind of like, I haven't caught up all the way, but it's okay. This is from me. This is a 1-in-30 ratio. Well, both these are from me. 1-in-30 ratio. And Kim, a while back, Kim Kraft said to give her prizes to the sickos. So I'm going to give you this Actually, this one was from Kim. Whatever, in her stash. I'm giving you the Sandman and a 1-in-10 Perio Virgin. Okay? So hit me up. Those are some sick-ass prizes. Charlie Cash. Okay? Now, here's where it gets good. Okay? #3 is Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi #4. The Choose Your Destiny cover, of course. But this book is like a rip from Apocalypse Now. If you've seen the movie, he gets tasked to go get the general or whatever. In this book, Obi-Wan and Anakin get tasked to go get Commander Mechadrix. Okay? It's the same thing. They go... Anakin's pissed because the Jedi's tasked him to be like an assassin, and he doesn't agree with it. They go... Obi-Wan has a memory of Darth Maul. They finally get there. It's totally Apocalypse Now, right? Like this weird place off the river. And they go, and Obi-Wan's trying to give him a chance, blah, 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 blah. Mechadrix attacks him, and Anakin smokes him, period. But it's a really cool flash callback to Apocalypse Now, and I enjoyed it. Okay? #2 is Thunderbolts #1. It was pretty good. You know, I expected Damage Control to be kind of funny. I really didn't think it was. Thunderbolts I thought was better. There was some humor in it. There's a new team, and there's a new appearance of a guy named Guts and Glory. And he's pretty cool. Hopefully we'll learn more about him later. And if you were wondering if Egro the Unbreakable appears in this book, he does not. So that would be #2. Okay? Which comes out later because it says Egro Origin Edition. I did not see him in this book, but you do get to meet Guts and Glory, and I think he's a cool character. And that 1-in-25 cover's sick. Okay? And #1 this week is Amazing Fantasy 1000. And it's not... Let me just show you this real quick. There's a PX 40th Anniversary Edition by Momoko. It's limited to 5,000. It was allocated. I will be getting 2. So I'm glad I got 2 of this PX exclusive. But back to the book, Amazing Fantasy 1000. It's not just because it's 1000. It read real well. And there is a bunch of stories in there and great art. I'm going to tell you a little breakdown on the stories. Not too much. I really enjoyed it, to be honest with you. So, there is a story about Frankie Fama, who's a thief, right? And he's constantly... He uses all the big events to go, like, stealing stuff. And Spider-Man always catches him. Either way. Like, if the world's being attacked, he goes out and he commits crimes. Spider-Man constantly attacks him, or catches him, and puts him away. To the point where finally he's like, why do you always bother with me? And Spider-Man's like, you know, what you do actually affects other people. And then he says, I see the effects of it, you don't. So, you know, you're a criminal, I'm going to catch you. Another story about when, this is pretty good too, Spider-Man's 60 years old. He's getting old. He gets shot, and he goes to the hospital, and he almost dies because he's old, you know. The guy, like, unloads a clip on him. And he's dealing with stuff, and no one came to see him, and he's all upset. And they're like, well, no, there's people. Like, the whole New York was there. Everyone was there. And they were sharing their stories with him, how he saved them. And then all of a sudden he, jumps out the window when he's not supposed to leave his bed because he thinks someone's getting mugged outside. And it's just it's kind of like all these stories are really touching. Like, and there's a couple funny ones. There's another one with a new appearance of a character called Conspiratron. Okay? It's a giant mech suit. But what the dude does is he puts LSD or something on newspapers, so when they read it, they see something else. And all these conspiracies that everyone's always talking about are coming true, so everyone's freaking out. Spider-Man's got to stop him. It's kind of funny. There's a story about a girl that's on fire, and Spider-Man saves him. It's kind of saves her. It's kind of a shout out to Gwen. Then they do a sequel to Amazing Fantasy 15 with a character called Witch Queen, who I think is new, and she's in an alternate realm. Now, Rocco Rank is in Amazing Fantasy 15, and it says how he gets transported to this realm. He tells her about New York and all that, so she goes to conquer it, right? She ends up changing her mind. But it is a sequel to the Amazing Fantasy 15, first appearance of Spider-Man. There's another one about Spider-Verse, and there's a picture with a bunch of different Spider-Man. I'm sure there's new appearances in there. And he's complaining, Peter Parker's complaining how his life totally sucks. Everything bad happens to him, no love. And all the Spider-Verse on this council, right, are like, dude, stop bitching. Like, one dude's got, kids. The other dude's super happy. All these different Spider-Man, but they're messing with him. They're just messing with him. And they say, man, you got to make a choice, basically. You know why you do this. To save people, and what comes with it is bad. It's pretty cool. And then there's a final story with Neil Gaiman, and about when he was a kid, Neil Gaiman, meaning Spider-Man, they go to see Steve Ditko when they're older, and Spider-Man's there, and Spider-Man pretends like he doesn't remember him, and at the end it remembers him, and it's a shout out to Ditko and Spider-Man from Neil Gaiman, and he mentions Marvel 1602, which I think might be a good book to pick up, which is one that Neil Gaiman wrote, where Peter Parker is in it, but it's not really him type of thing. I really liked that Amazing Fantasy a lot. It was a good book. You should probably pick yourself up a copy. And that's it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please watch my top 10 pre-order video next if you want. All those books are due pre-orders this weekend, and I think you should get on a couple. If not from me at economicsandcomics.com or for someone else, but know what's coming out and be ready, because you don't want to miss some of them. Thanks so much for watching again, and we'll see you later.